Hey guys, how you going? Now, finally get back into the shed, so why not? I'll pull something apart for you. That's probably the quickest and easiest little video, just to get back in the swing of it. Got myself another microwave, my bread and butter, so turn this one around, and it's a Samsung, and let's see, have a look at what it actually is. All right, okay, I don't think I can actually tell. What have we got here? Do we have a model number? Yes. Mike Echo 6124 Sierra Tango. Okay, 2019. It's not too old. 1000 water. Can't tell too much more about it. All right, let's rip into it. All right, so it looks pretty standard. Magnetron light shield with the globe. We've got our 3 switches and our control board. Okay, the fan shroud and assay is pulled away because the fan motor's gone and the transformer's gone. That's how I get most of these now. The actual capacitor's still there. Oh, I better just zap that while I think of it. As I said in previous videos, the chances of that actually being live are very small. However, you should always test. Then we've got the power board here. And other than that, I think it's a pretty stock standard cheap microwave. We'll go and go a bit further and see what we find. Yeah, it all is coming out pretty well, the way it normally does. With the structure that the architecture that holds the 3 switches. Once you get usually there's 2 screws. Once you get them out, this actually is designed just to lift up, and okay, this lifts up and comes out. I normally take the cable, the actual wires off first, but every now and again they don't want to come off, and they'll actually rip one of these out. So these will fall apart. These do come apart fairly easy when you're trying to rip them out. Just all I do is I just put them all, the whole lot, into a container for those, and one day I'll just go through a whole lot and show you these and see what this one's going to do. Oh no, he wants to come out as well. Let's see if he comes out. Oh, and I open the door. There you go. So the door here is, you got to get this one out. So I'll just get a screwdriver under that. I find that's usually the easiest way. Bang, done. All right, then there's usually a couple of screws holding the front touch panel on, and the front touch panel is connected with this ribbon cable here, which I normally just pull out like that. And there's usually silver on those. In computers and things like that, that'd be gold, but in these cheaper ones, that's just silver plating on top of probably copper wire with a tiny bit of nickel on top, because silver doesn't like to stick to copper, but it'll stick to nickel, and nickel will stick to copper. So yeah, there we go. The magnetron will just go into the pile, and then I'll spin it around and take the door off, turn it upside down, take the synchronous motor off. I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so this particular door is one that doesn't have bolts that come off. It's actually basically pinned in between these 2 upright brackets, and so for me it's just a case of, with a screwdriver, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Yep, there we go. That's the first one. Just pop him right off. Then the second one, just a little bit of persuasion. Away she goes. All right, that's over there for later on. Now I get to the bottom bit, which again has one of these access panels, which I have mentioned before is quite humorous, because the price of replacing that is going to be way more than what it costs to buy something like this new. Much cheaper to go out and get another one to replace that, unless you really know what you're doing and you've got a spare one. All right, I'll rip this off. I'll show you what it looks like. All right, once you get this one off, this one you've actually got to pull off this way, because these little tabs support it along there. The synchronous motor, okay, nothing crazy about that. Yep, that's fine. Just a Phillips head. And when it comes to folding the these parts of the structure, I find that it's much easier if you give it a little bit of a suggestion of where it is you want the metal to fold. So now with that, there's a little bit of paint that flakes off, so you probably want to wear glasses for that. That comes off maybe powder coated or oven baked enamel, I'm not too sure, but it comes off like tiny little bits of glass coming flying out. You can probably see some of it just here. Yeah, I'd be wearing glasses for that. But that there, when you bend this over, that'll basically let the metal know where you want it to actually bend. All right, I'll show you what it looks like once I've done. All right, yeah, this was a pretty standard one. So with the loom, you've got a synchronous motor, your power board, and quite a bit of I guess you call it tin copper wire, very low, probably about a 30% recovery rate there. So it goes down to low grade copper, or low grade wire, I believe it's called in Australia, or at least in Victoria. And yeah, I'll get those off as well. So with the loom, I just chuck that into a container for processing later. So all I'm going to do now is just using a punch, put 2 holes in here, and then once I've made the holes, I'll turn this over and I'll actually give it a bit of a bash with a hammer, because when you're actually putting stuff in this, you want you put the holes in case you're storing outside, and the rainwater, you want it to just basically disperse. So you actually want the holes to be in the lowest part of the actual steel. So therefore, I actually then make a little bit of a hill with the hole in the center from the inside. So therefore, once this is upside down, it'll actually let the water out. All right, hope that was helpful. And yeah. So yeah, there you go. Samsung. Yeah, not a real good one. But hey, when we're talking about scrap, I don't know what it was like when it operated, but yeah, it didn't last too long by the looks of it. But then again, these cheap ones don't. But scrap-wise, don't know what the whether it was copper or aluminium wire in the transformer, but there's usually 90% or higher chance that there's copper wire in the fan motor. That's why they usually go missing. All right, no worries, guys. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see if I can get another video out soon. All right, thank you very much.